Motorcycles, menus, and matrimony, a restaurateur's wild ride. Welcome back to The Passionate Palate, a podcast for food lovers and culinary explorers where we talk about various foods, flavors, and ingredients from around the world. I am your host, Zain. Today, I have a truly exciting guest. He's not just a restaurateur who has owned and operated some unforgettable dining spots. He's also an expert event planner crafting magical weddings and once-in-a-lifetime celebrations. But that's not all. He is a motorcycle enthusiast who has taken cross-country rides that most of us only dream about. So buckle up for this thrilling episode and welcome to the show, Siraj Salahuddin. Assalamu alaikum, Siraj. Welcome.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So
How are
I'm
you?
good, thank you. So Siraj, tell us, what inspired you to step into the events business?
So the events business is it's my family
Okay.
business. My grandfather's over 100 years,
Wow.
and my grandfather, my dad. I learned events business when I was my grandfather's left.
Oh,
So that's what. And then my dad. Now me and my brother were
right.
doing.
No wonder you guys are experts at this. That's awesome.
Yeah, and after when I came to New York, I add few things on the business model, and I create a little bit more than what we are doing in Sri Lanka.
Got it. And so you're mainly based in New York, right?
Yeah, the main thing is an event.
Right.
That's right.
So what is one of the most memorable events that you have ever done?
I mean, there are every event is memorable. Every event is we create
Of
different.
course.
We don't do same thing for another client. We try to do something different. But the most memorable I have done as a destination wedding. That's a platinum wedding
Wow.
in
That's
California.
exciting.
That's right. It was like I have to take entire crew and I have to ship all the equipment, and we do A to Z, decoration to fresh flowers to coordination and entire event planning, photo,
Wow.
video, DJ together. There's one of the someone very well known, but unfortunately I can't
Yeah,
give
of
the name
course.
because
That's
I have
okay.
fine.
But that must have been very exciting, thrilling, and at the same time kind of very stressful, isn't it?
Oh yeah, wedding. See, I always when I brief my staff, I always inform them. Any other business we can make mistake, we can
Right.
correct it. Okay, if you're in a different business, oh, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. But when you come to wedding
Yeah,
business, we can't make even one mistake. If I make a one mistake, I am ruining somebody's dream.
absolutely.
Most of the brides, they dream about the weddings 16 years old.
Right.
So I can't make any mistake in this business. Yes.
Everything is in your hands, so it's like you feel the pressure.
I do have a professional staff work with me. I have great event planners who works for me
Right.
because we hire everyone professional. And yes, but most of the things in my head, yes.
Okay, so when you're planning weddings, how important is the food to the overall experience?
See, food, everything is important in the wedding. That's why I said we come, I can't give you, okay, you know what, the decor is second and the food is first. Food is first and the photography is
Right.
second. No, it has to be 100%. But the food now depends on the
Right.
culture. Some cultures, they don't pay attention to the food. But there are some cultures they pay attention to the food.
Like the
So
they
when
like
they
our,
come,
like the South Asian, like the Sri Lankan, the Desis, the food is everything.
I do Italian weddings.
Oh,
When I do
it's
Italian weddings, they
nice.
do very good food.
Yeah.
They like I don't do only South Asian
Right.
event. I do, my God, you name it. Even I do kosher
Right.
weddings and I do a lot of other weddings. I do.
Nice. That's so exciting. So what are some unexpected challenges that people don't see, like behind the scenes of event planning? Like sometimes it's easy, right? Like they expect you to do, like they say, this is what I want done. And you try your best to, make it happen. But behind the scenes, I'm sure there are a lot of challenges. So what don't people
Oh yeah,
see that what you guys go through?
trust me. When you come to event, I take personally because my
Right,
reputation
right.
in New York itself, I'm doing past 25
Wow.
years. With at home, I was doing. I was very young. I was started with my
Right.
dad. It's even like I have a huge event coming next week, a big
Okay.
event. I do again for them also. I'm doing booking the hotels and the food and the decoration, fresh flowers, and you name it, the photography, the videography, the DJ, the photo booth, the sparklers, and
Right.
many different things. Now, I have to make sure everything come together. Like, it's not easy, because I have a reputation in the
Right.
market, and even the car, they know, like, even they got, like, somewhere else, they get some new company, they quoted lower. They came to
Wow.
me. They said, "Hey, listen, you higher than them." They were showing their quotation. The reason is, we have trust on you. You are in the market
Mhm.
very long time, and we're not going to worry about all the worries for you.
Right.
So yes, there are a lot of things I had to put together. Even flowers, we import
Wow.
flowers, and the flowers shouldn't
Right.
die.
Wow, that's a huge
Even
responsibility.
like ash side. Even the hydrangeas, most of the people think, oh, hydrangeas I can put cold water. No, we put like a warm water.
Really?
Can you believe?
Wow.
Things, people, we have to deal with it. Just not like, oh, when the flowers come, just so my guys has to cut the flowers, keep it
Right.
ready for next day party. Things involved.
So, what's the advice you would give for someone just starting out, like, they want to get into the events and wedding planning and all that? What advice would you give them?
My advice is you should have a passion for this.
Mm.
You don't do for money. You know what? I want to make money. I want to
Of
come to
course.
this business. No, you need to have some sort of passion. Then you learn. Don't learn halfway, start a business. Learn full.
Right.
Talk to the professional. Work with some professionals and see how they're doing. And honestly, now I just want to explain
Of
a few
course.
things. So back home, right, we do, like, our company name, Kane Furnishing House. That's in Colombo too, and that's a landmark. Even the presidents know that location, because even when we meet here, when any
Mhm.
event, they say, "Oh, Kane Furnishing." Oh, we know. That's even when I was young, I was passing by. So everybody, there's a landmark in
Okay.
Colombo too. We do like a tent, stable, renting, and all those things. And then 1978, my dad started catering business under my name, Suraj
Okay.
Caterers. So our main business is tent, marquee tent. Right now, my brother's there. Like, we do like a German tent, the marquee,
Okay.
and you name it, we all kind
Wow.
of tent. But when I came to the United States, I had the decoration business on top of that, flower business on top of that, because I know what client
Mhm.
need. So I don't know how to do decoration that time, because I never
Right.
learned anything back. So I did my hotel management in Australia. So, like, I was working as a GM, one of the
Okay.
location, very high end. So these decorators, they come and we give business. One time, one decorator was ruined one of my party. Then I was so upset. I said, you know what? I have to do this. So I learned
Wow.
how many pillars they need
Right.
for when you do 20 feet or feet or
Mhm.
40 feet. Then every single details I need take. Then I start to invest $200. That's my first investment for this business. Then, and little by little, with that profit, I invest more. With that profit, I was invest for past 25 years. And thank God, like, establish that business. That's very important. That's the reason the youngsters has to, if you want to come to this
Mhm.
business, at least you should have some sort of passion. Whatever job you do, you need to have some
Right.
sort of passion to do.
Because it's not just like a glitz and glamour kind of business. Oh, I'm an event planner, right? This is like the real raw behind the scenes of what you go through, everything that you're saying.
Of course, it's not it. It's
Oh, I can't even imagine the
it's
stress level at that point.
you go to sleep, your mind work.
Right.
Okay, what I'm going to do is, so yes,
That's true. But then once you have done an amazing job, it's like one thing a couple or anyone who's had an event organized and planned by you, one thing they're always thankful, I'm sure, and grateful because you made their special day extra special. Right.
of
That
course,
matters a
that
lot.
the more than that's why that's the one payout
Right.
for us. Normally, I stay until the party over.
Wow.
I'll make sure everything goes
Right.
smoothly, and I have so many reviews. I mean, the video reviews, even my Facebook, my Instagram, my all the social media. You might see some videos. I have hundreds of videos, but I put only few
Right.
videos. Feed every client the best feedback. When the best
Okay.
review after especially in this business, after the wedding. The same day after the wedding is the best review you can get it, because if I make a one mistake that day, the bride never going to say, "Oh,
Right.
Suraj is the best." The team never going to do that. But on that night, giving a review, that means I did
Awesome.
100%, not 100%, more than 100. I have done, mashallah, Allah,
MashaAllah.
shukr, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
I do a lot of American weddings, Italian weddings, a lot of I do.
Amazing.
And I have so many reviews, video clips. When you go to my site, you can see also.
That's amazing to hear. Good job. That's excellent.
Just so relax on that night. I will sleep
Of
peacefully,
course.
like a
Yeah.
baby.
Until the next one.
Oh, of course, yeah, that's right. But at least one
Of
task is over,
course.
then I'm
Yeah.
out.
That's always the case, right? You got to focus on one and then move to the other.
That's right. And nothing when you always you don't do one time business, you do long time business. That's my
And also they recommend
so
you to others, right? Their family members, their
that's right.
friends, and that's very important.
100% because whoever come to
Hmm.
the wedding, most South Asian event is like not 100 people or
Hmm.
50 people. There's like all of 500, 600.
Absolutely.
So,
And what inspired you to open up a restaurant in New York?
so my first restaurant was a Italian, halal
Wow.
Italian.
So good.
I think 15 or 20 years ago. First halal Italian in New York. So I come up with the idea because we have in New York City, they have like, Indian halal, Indian
Hmm.
Chinese or Pakistani
Hmm.
food, all the other food, halal and
Right.
everything. But the new generation, they like to eat Italian, but it's not
Right.
halal. They want, when they go with, because I have a lot of American Italian friends. When we go out, I eat only
Right.
fish because I went through
Right.
that. A chef who works with, honestly, he studied with me hotel
Okay.
management. He was in Rome for many
Oh,
years. I'm planning to open a restaurant. Can you come and
right.
work with me? So he said yes.
Wow.
So then we started Italian, and sometimes I twist the. I hate to twist dishes into a little bit Indian style.
Okay.
That's not me, but there are some customers who then they come. Oh, can you make it more
Spicy. Yeah.
spicy? Can
Yeah.
try to put some little, but mainly I make spicy with some abanaras and all those
Right.
things, but not masalas.
Right.
I try to.
Yeah.
I want to keep the order.
Yeah. It's just you want like a
So
kick of spice in the Italian food, you know? You don't want to change the whole
yeah,
thing around.
so mashallah, like everybody loved our food. Even the Italian, they come
Nice.
and said, oh, it's like home food. Like
Wow.
see, when you come to Parmesan is a New York
Right.
thing. That's no Italian. You
Right.
know, like everybody because over here they make Parmesan like so fast food. It's like a
Yes.
fast food. That's right. So we make so authentic al dente.
Wow.
Uh, all the other dishes, we make like a authentic
Hmm.
style. It was a big challenge. Even a lot of people say, "Oh, halal restaurant,
Right.
Italian. How are you going to survive the liquor?" I said, "Listen,
Right.
Asha, everything is
Right.
100% halal. 100%. There's been never any. Obviously, there's no
Hmm.
liquor, nothing involved. Sometimes when you buy
Right.
tiramisu,
As
it's
alcohol.
wholly
Yeah.
not. We make our own. We made one of the best tiramisu.
Wow.
I have, mashallah, I have more than 50, 60 people every weekend, the line. And we do like a lot of brothers and sisters, they support me
That's
those days.
awesome.
That's the first Italian, and that was in Manhattan town I had. And but unfortunately, I had to close that place because of, I have only 50 seating restaurant and is a two-step
Oh,
down.
okay.
And New York City, they want like, what is that, the railing, wheelchair
Oh,
accessible. So when
wow.
they put the 46 seat is gone. I was paying a big rent. Even 20 years ago, I paying like $18,000
Wow.
rent, and I could survive. So then, I have to close that place. But inshallah,
Right.
soon in Long Island, I was planning.
Right.
Inshallah.
But that would have been amazing, just the experience of halal Italian, you know?
Oh yeah.
And then after that, you opened up another restaurant. I remember we visited you a few years ago and it was really good. And you had a bike in there too. You had one of your motorbikes in there.
Yes. So I think 2020 and pandemic, and I had to close my other businesses, like my event planning business and everything. I had to close it, and in pandemic, we got hit very badly, especially the hospitality
Yeah.
business. Not even restaurant,
Right.
but the wedding
Okay.
business. The wedding, everything. There's no business, and we have to pay money for a lot of brides because we book a lot of
Mhm.
parties, and we almost
Oh,
$500,000
no.
we had to pay give back. But Alhamdulillah, Allah is always, we try
Of
to do the good
course.
things,
Of
and
course.
we pay every single brides. Like there are places, they close and they run away, but we never did that. We pay every single because this hard somebody's hard
Of
earning, we
course.
don't want to pay haram. But Alhamdulillah, I was able to. So then a couple of months I was home. I don't know what to do. And during that time, my dad
Oh,
passed away
I'm so
also,
sorry to hear that.
pandemic. So then I said, you know what, I'm going to open a restaurant and honor my
Oh,
dad. I want to put
that's
his
so.
name. So my last name is Salahuddin, and everybody call him
Okay.
Salah, even his family. And even in the school and the college, everybody called me Salah. They don't
Okay.
call me
Yeah.
Siraj. They call me Salah.
Okay.
So Salah name is like a very
Very
this thing. And
special. When you hold it
so
very
then
special, you know?
so then I open a restaurant. Normally, I'm not a fast
Mhm.
food guy. I always do fine dining. All my other restaurant, everything
Right.
fine dining. But during that time, there's no fine dining. No one come because everybody takeout. So during pandemic,
Right.
so what I did started. Then I come up with the idea. Okay, I want to open a burger place. Then there are hundreds of thousands burger places in
Right.
New York, and I want to bring people to my restaurant. I'm all the way in Long Island, Suffolk
Right.
County. I planned something, how to bring those
Right.
people in, because I can't say there are so many halal restaurants. But what I did was, I thought, what? I come up with the idea. I'm a biker
Right.
and I love bike. So let me start biker
Right.
thing. So then name most of my burgers and everything name after all the famous
That's
motorcycles.
awesome.
Then I
Okay.
come up with the idea like a theme, motorcycle theme. So
Right.
my restaurant, I have an actual bike. Then it's all the decor is
Yeah, that
bike
was
and
so
those,
cool.
all the other rights things, and I put it under Salah Halal
Right.
Food. Salah Halal Food,
Mm-hmm.
SALH, Salah's Halal. So Alhamdulillah, so then I started one, and it was mashallah, it went very well. The beginning and everything, mashallah, every customer is happy, and we make everything, all the burgers. We don't buy restaurant
Right.
depot
Right. You
patty. We
make it
make our
fresh.
own fresh, and even believe me not. Even McDonald's, I'm just giving example. McDonald's burger, I remember once they make a 3 ounce, they make a such 3 ounce or 3 ounce burger. They make such a big deal. They put advertisement. We make normally 8 ounce burger, 1 pound burger. It's a gourmet burger we make. So people like then we never mix with any kind of masala and everything. We make typical and the authentic
Right.
burger. Yes, somebody wants spicy, then we make some spicy, but not like a chili kind of person, but we make a different
Right.
way, the spice and everything. And we make our own sauce. We don't buy sauce from other place. We make our own. It's called Salah
Wow.
special sauce. Even my kids love my sauce. Even like,
That's so cool.
right now, even you make your sauce, then we made sauce.
Oh, they're lucky. What was your most popular burger there? Or what was the best seller?
I have so many burgers, Paper Rabbit. I had a street glide. That is basically we put like a hanger steak, and we make that. I have so many burgers. I don't know which one. Everything is good, honestly. Then we put Super Glide. Super Glide, we make with burgers. Then we put some halal turkey bacon. We put mango pulp and like a little
Very
bit different way.
interesting.
Then so we have Road King. Road King is like a straight with very spicy.
Right.
Like we put carbonara. Carbonara is like even, my God,
Oh,
very
yeah.
spicy. If people doesn't like, they can take
Right.
off.
Right.
If it's too spicy,
Yeah.
we mix with the burger is always standard. But we are the only people we take for the burgers temperature. You want
Wow.
medium
Right.
rare.
That's very important.
Yeah, we take temperature. We don't just make it one straight. So it's a lot of work, but alhamdulillah, people love it. People came from Brooklyn.
We came
everywhere.
from New Jersey. It took like an hour and a half to get
Oh,
there.
of course,
And it
yeah.
was so worth it. We enjoyed, and I'm craving a burger now as we speak because you make it sound like so
Yeah.
delicious. That's awesome. So I know, unfortunately, you had to end up closing that, and you have hopes of reopening another burger joint.
Inshallah. So what happened is, unfortunately, yes, because lack of
It's not
staffing,
easy.
and
Right.
because pandemic is staffing and problem, and plus, wedding business, restaurant is like just like my side, but I can't be full
I
there
know.
because I have to
Of
focus on.
course.
Then definitely, I have to sold one of the restaurant. Then one of the restaurant I closed it. Yes, honestly, the Salah the Salah brand, it's registered, the trademark
Awesome. That's
internationally
good.
registered. So still the recipe is mine, the recipes with I have, and the name and the trademark, everything I have. Inshallah, I was planning to do, but this time when I open, it will be a little more different,
Inshallah.
and I have on multiple city in the same time, because I have a different plan. I'm working on something. Inshallah, soon we will give the
That's so
good
exciting, and I
news.
wish you all the best on that.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. So now let's switch gears, literally. When did your love for motorbike start?
Motorcycle, I was riding when I was teenager, 16,
Wow.
15, 16
Okay.
years. So motorcycle, that's also come from my blood. My dad was a rider.
Really?
He was
Wow.
a vehicle. He ride for fun, and even my mom tell the story, and my uncle and auntie always tell the story about my dad. When I was teenager, he had a trailer bike.
Okay.
Now, over here we call it like the trailer. That's 250 cc. It's a
Oh,
huge
wow.
one.
Okay.
I love that bike. And so he was riding that one, it's for fun. He always take for fun. And I think he had at that time, even I can't remember what happened. So he had a small accident or something.
Oh.
Then after that, came out of the bike. And I was started to ride in Sri Lanka, for fun with my friends, and we have Yamaha,
Right.
RZ, and there are bikes. We ride. We have a group of best friends. We ride together. We have a lot of memories in Colombo. Then after I migrate here, and I said, I want to do it, but my wife never allowed me.
It's scary, It's as much as it's all exciting. I guess it's not for you because you're the one riding and, you feel that, excitement, but it's for your family. You're like, oh my God, be careful. We don't want you to get hurt. So,
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's another important message I want to pass. I don't want people just riding because see my riding and
okay.
I have a YouTube
Right.
channel. I don't want people should know before they start ride what is the danger on this bike. See the motorcycles, you have to respect the motorcycle, and the motorcycle respect you. It's not like I have seen a lot of sport bikes. They go like 120. They're so happy. They talk, oh, I went 200 miles per
Right.
hour, or 120. But not fun. You're not honestly. There's no fun at all if you ride that kind of fast. So I have done that when I was
Right.
teenager, when I was young.
Right.
I was doing all. But it's a danger because let me tell you, sister, I have to tell this. In United States, I'm sure most of the countries like that because I'm giving based on the states. If you involved with any accident, a motorcycle, only 10% chance you survive. Only
My
10%.
God.
The 90% chance you won't survive. Keep it in the mind when you ride, when you take the bike. Everybody should think about that.
Right.
Then they have to respect
Of
and they have
course.
to go according to the regulation
Right.
and the speed. You enjoy. You want the breeze and the smell of pine
Right.
woods and the fresh air. For me, it's like a therapy. Yes,
Wow.
Alhamdulillah, prayers is
Right.
therapy. But there's another therapy I
Right.
enjoy. Sunday, this is my therapy. Sunday, I give 6 days for my family, my work, and everything. I need one day for me,
Your time. That's you
and
time.
that's helped me.
Wow.
Honestly, trust me. This is because when you have a long day at work and my kind of business, the stress and obviously home, kids, and all those things. And you ride with your friends, you will enjoy. And another thing, I don't ride alone. I always ride with a group of
That's
bikers.
nice. Okay.
I involve two biker group, and but I ride and we respect.
Right.
Even we respect other cars. And another message I want to pass: the way whoever driving, please remember this is the time a lot of motorcycle comes out, especially after winter,
Right.
all the
Spring,
when you come
summer. Yeah.
April, all the spring season, all the bikes come. Please, you got to be taxing. I have seen. I will ride when I ride motorcycle. I see the car, the girls, the young kids, or even the older gen people. Like they're taxing one wheel and the other wheel. You're going to take somebody's
Right.
life. You're
Right.
going to take somebody's
Yeah.
father, somebody's brother, somebody's son, somebody's
Mm-hmm.
husband. Careful. You're going to regret all your life if you met one accident. Because remember that you have a car, you fully
Protected. Yeah.
protected. But the bike, we are not protected. You have to respect. You have to open your eyes. Keep the phone. Save the life.
Exactly.
That's a message that pass
It's very important.
the
That's
community.
great advice. Yeah, for sure. So you've written cross country, which is like I can't even imagine how did that go? Tell us a little about that. When did you do it?
So what happened is I did cross country few states with my friends. I never been to alone. Maybe one time I went one of the state. Then I had to pass by Pennsylvania. I passed two states,
Okay.
but always I ride with friends. Always when you ride with friends with all the bikers, it's first of all is a safer. Because when you ride motorcycle, vision is only 3%, like for any cars.
Right.
So we are very tiny.
I know.
Nobody
True.
can see us. That's the reason, some people they don't like when we have a loud pipe, because we have a loud pipe because save our life.
You know what? I didn't think of
Because
it like that. It makes so much sense.
no, that's the reason, because other people
Wow.
you can't see the bike.
Right.
We throttle, like then we will give them. We don't want to honk
Of
all the
course.
time.
Yeah.
So we throttle, then they know, okay, there's a biker next to us. So they will be. So that's the reason we put like a put loud pipe, so then people can hear
Right.
us.
Wow.
So I've been like Vermont and a couple, like we've been to I've been to Canada also. Then I passed many states. We ride to down south, what do you call the Florida, from here to like but those are like a not of 50 states.
I know you're talking about the 50. I couldn't believe it when you mentioned that you're going to ride all 50 states. So when did that come about? And how are you planning? It's a lot of planning that goes into it. So how do you do it? How are you going to do it?
That's right. Honestly, I didn't get approval from my house, but still I'm planning. My sisters are yelling at me. My mom was like, "What? Are you going to do that? Are you nuts?" So yes, listen. Everybody have a dream.
Exactly.
You
Yeah. A
know,
goal, a
some
dream, some.
at work, a lot of commitments, and family, kids, job, a lot of things involved. Inshallah, I was planning next
Okay.
year. May 3rd is my I already put a goal on May 3rd.
Okay.
50 state, it's not a easy. It's a historical
Of
moment
course.
for me and my community,
Right.
everyone. I will be the first Muslim rider going to do the
Mashallah.
50 states,
Awesome.
and I will be the first Sri Lankan rider,
Oh,
and I will be the first Long Islander.
nice.
But there are few people here and there. They write there's no record. And Harley Davidson, they try to research the record. But we're going to ride. I'm going to ride with a record on it. Before I leave, they're going to register my mileage and
Okay.
everything. Every state, I'm going to register, so they will see the
Wow.
ride.
Nice. Okay.
How many miles for every state. So this ride is not easy. It's a challenge. First of all, I'm not riding with any group. I'm going to
Oh,
ride
you're doing a
alone.
solo trip. Wow.
That's right.
Wow. Okay.
Because until now, no one came forward. Because this is it's not easy
Of
task.
course.
You talk about 90 to 100. I would ride. I had to put 35,000 miles. That means in kilometers, like around 57 to 58,000 kilometers. Maybe go more.
Right.
And in this trip, I had to change oil at least 20 times. I had to change
Wow.
oil. So I had to plan, which Harley Davidson I do itself. Then I had to change tires at least 6 times to 7 times, depends on where I'm
Right.
riding. Then I need cable and oil change. I have to know because there are some places there's nothing, zero, under of
Okay.
miles. Hotel, those no motels, nothing.
Wow. Okay.
No, and sometimes certain areas there's no signal. So I have to prepare myself. If anything
Right.
happen, I can change. If
It's a lot
anything
of
happen,
challenges. Yeah.
and there
Obstacles.
are places. That's right. And there are places I have to camp somewhere in the middle of the desert or somewhere. I have to do
Wow.
that. There's no hotel, and so I have to prepare everything in this bike.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot of planning and accommodation. I'm sitting with a couple of professionals,
Right.
and we are working on
That's
couple of,
nice.
we already made the route, but
Okay.
still, this plan is like, okay, you know what? I get up today and tomorrow I'm going to go. We can't do that.
Right.
So
You
most of
lot
the
of
even
planning. Goodness. Yeah.
planning. The reason also, honestly, I had to tell this one. It was in me. I want to ride. There are two things I want to do in my life. One is like an entire state with motorcycle, and the second is I want to do sailing entire world.
Wow.
That's two passion sailing.
That would be the
But I don't know
ultimate.
what that is like. I don't know, but at least I say, you know what? Let me start with motorcycle. So I was scared also going alone. Scared means there are always something, when you ride, there's always something, how I'm going to do alone, because mentally, not only physically, and then mentally also I had to be
Of
ready.
course.
This is not,
Yeah.
I can do it. And so recently there's an incident happened. One of our Sri Lankan brother, he was in the hospital and he was like completely, where the doctors are said, he's not going to survive.
Okay.
I saw him. After that, even all the doctors said, that's it.
They're given
Plans for
up,
funeral.
like saying that that's it. He's not gonna survive.
So all of a sudden, he wake up. So that moment I thought, Wallahi, at that moment I said, wait a second. It doesn't matter if my time is today or 10 years later, that's the time I will go. But that brother, time was not there that 2 weeks
Incredible.
ago.
Wow.
Because even the doctor said, yep, we planned for his janaza. Wallahi, not talking. Wallahi, we planned his janaza. In the end, he woke up. So I thought, even that's what I was telling my family citizen. If my time comes, no matter what, if I will in the bubble wrap, I will die. If my time is not
Right.
there, even if I'm in the middle of the sea,
Right.
I will survive.
True.
So I believe in
Of
Allah.
course.
But again, we have to be
Rough.
careful. Safety is very important, and we do that kind of gears according to safety. Safety is very important. We take very serious
Right.
with the safety.
Wow. So what's your dream destination out of all the states that you're planning to go to?
The dream destination is Alaska,
Oh.
and so when I ride from the land route, I can ride only 48 states.
Okay.
The Alaska and um, Hawaii, I can't ride. So I have to ship the bike to Alaska
Oh,
and ride over there.
okay.
And same way I do ship the bike to Hawaii. So I was planning a little different. I will ship the bike to Hawaii. Then I will fly to Alaska. I will fly to Hawaii and I will rent a bike. I will finish my task for 50 states.
Wow. Okay.
To Hawaii, it's taken longer. So I don't want to touch some state without knowing anyone.
Right.
So that's my plan.
So approximately how long will this take, you think, doing the 50 states?
Tell me
How
again?
long do you think it's going to take you? Like how many months it's going to take you to complete the ride?
Planning 3 months. That is 90 days, but it might go more than 3 months. It might go 4 months. So 4 months, I'll be out. That's it.
Wow. So how do you normally balance? Like I know you're doing the events, you're having the restaurant, and then now, you're with your riding. How do you balance your family time? And
I'm a good manager. So, that's also a piece of advice for everyone. Make sure you try to manage
Mhm.
your work life, your family life, your personal life. That's very important. And I have seen a lot of people, I have a lot of friends, they put all their this thing for family. Listen, I love my family, but you give them everything. And the same way, if you are working, the life you work and your personal, you will have time. So if you can balance those
Mhm.
three, you'll be the happiest man in the world.
That's true. Sometimes you really need that time for yourself, right? Because you're so busy giving our time, your entire life and your attention to your family. Sometimes you want to do something for yourself. It's for that self satisfaction. I have accomplished this and this in my life, right?
Like, that's what, like, I have seen that also, like, they work and work, and finally when they this thing, and unfortunately I know that there are people, within few months, they passed away, and then, I feel bad, they didn't do anything for their.
So now we're going to do a little game. It's like a rapid fire round of questions. Okay. Just say the first thing that comes to your mind. What's your go-to comfort food?
Go to comfort food, I'll say, like, malupan and maybe a cutlet.
Wow. Nothing like a classic Sri Lankan short eats.
But unfortunately, I don't get much here in Long Island.
Right.
But whenever I have time to go to Queens, I try to grab
I
something
know.
from there.
It's so good. What is the best motorcycle ever made?
What is the best motorcycle ever made? Harley Davidson.
All right.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
enjoy it.
All right. What's the craziest wedding request that you have ever fulfilled?
That's a good one, though.
Okay.
I'll tell the story. I was a general manager, one of the location, and I was there. One of the closing manager was not there, so I stayed until the event is over. Like around 1 o'clock, I was locking up everything.
Okay.
Around 3 guys try to come inside my hotel, the venue. I
Okay.
said, "What are you doing?" And it's like around 1 o'clock, 1:30. I'm not joking. I
Okay.
said, "What are you doing?" I thought, they tried to mug me or something.
Right.
I said, "So now book a party." I said, "Book a party 1:30 in the morning?
What?
I'm not buying that." I
I
swear to
know.
God, I came to book a party 1:30 in the morning. Are you kidding
Right.
me?
Doesn't make
He said, "No,
sense.
it's urgent." And I asked him, "When is the wedding?" Before I opened the door, "Tomorrow."
What?
I said, "What? You came
No
1:30 in
way.
the morning, and tomorrow is your wedding? How many people?" 400.
Okay, now this is crazy. That's unheard of.
Not joking.
What?
That's right. Tomorrow. So what happened? So finally, this is one of the Desi party.
Okay.
So Desi client. So then finally, you know what? All right, I'll open it. So what happened is, I think they booked somewhere. Their wedding was a wedding for tomorrow. Unfortunately, issue, or they had a flood or something, and they had to close the place or something. So they're hunting. The reason they came my place, they know there was a party, someone will be there. So they try to, but you know what? For me, last minute, but only thing, my chef has to go through a hard time for the food.
Right.
And I did. And believe me, all the 400 people came.
Really? You actually went ahead with it?
I did book the party.
Oh my goodness. So it was like an emergency situation. It was like an emergency, for them, like they were.
I had to help them.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing that you went and you made their dreams come true by having the weddings on such last moment notice,
Yeah, definitely, because my chef, they had a hard time, and he was not happy.
Of
But in
course.
the end, I have helped them also. More than the business, I had to help them. I felt bad, but trust me, this was happened like maybe 17 years ago, 18 years ago. Until now, the client, my loyal client, they come
Wow.
for any
Right.
event, and
Because you came to their rescue, at a time that things would have, I can't
honestly,
even
yeah,
imagine how they would have felt that moment.
yeah. They already planned a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
Only thing, the food part,
Right.
we work.
Right. That's good. All right. So what is your favorite road snack on a long ride?
Favorite roads, and I will say I go to Burger King, I grab a fish fillet. That's my. But see, that is like a very hardly like when I go for
Hmm.
cross country, we do that. But when we are bikers, we enjoy our lunch. Normally, we ride for a couple hours, and then we go for nice seafood area, because we try to go always the coastal area riding. That's
Nice.
more
Okay.
fresh, and so we always try to go seafood place. There are a lot of. I love my fried
Oh,
calamaris,
yeah.
and we take a the lobster sandwich and this and that. But those are, yes,
Nice.
that's very comfort
Sounds good.
seafood.
Yeah.
Street
True. So what's your favorite restaurant and what's your dish from there?
favorite restaurant. I have a couple of favorite.
Hmm.
As I like in Long Island, it's very hard to get Sri Lankan food. I had to go to all the way to Staten Island. But when you come to American and the other ones, I usually go to um, what is that called, the Blackstone. But I know Blackstone, unfortunately, they're not halal. But I take their
Hmm.
fish fillets and stuff. Is very good, and then their calamari is awesome. I'm a calamari fan.
Nice.
So then they tuna carpaccio. I love that one.
Wow. Okay. That sounds
My
good.
kids, when I go with my kids, they love Red Lobster. I don't know for
Right.
some reason, but
Mine do
I
too.
know.
Mine do too. Yeah. That's so nice. So, one more question. If we had any advice that you had to give, like teenagers, those who want to start biking and, who are into motorbikes, and what advice would you give them?
See, advice I gave even early also, I told them you to respect the
Hmm.
bike. A lot of safety. Now, I was riding in Sri Lanka. We didn't go classes, and we didn't go professional driving
Right.
lesson. I mean, riding lesson. We just started because my friend was riding, my father was
Hmm.
riding, and my uncle was riding. We take the bike and we just go. Oh yes, you know
Right.
what?
You're a biker.
We know the bike. That is wrong. I will tell you what. Maybe some people they don't like the way 90% of Sri Lanka they're riding. They're wrong. Because what happened is, after I came, when I wanted to get my license, I have to go proper classes.
Really?
A
Oh,
motorcycle.
okay.
Yeah. You can't get the license, regular license. So then the safety and this and that, I learned so much. So if you want to ride, right now, the internet is like
Hmm.
just read it.
Right.
Let's go to the YouTube and try all those things. That's very
Hmm.
important because that's going to save your life. Now, do you know? You know what? I bought just a helmet. I will show you if you. There are a lot of safety tips. Now, example. Now this helmet, but this is I don't use. Okay, I'm just when I put the helmet on the floor. I mean, if the helmet fell, please do not use that helmet. The helmet is gone
Wow. If
because
you drop
the
it, if
helmet.
it, even though, like, does it,
If you drop one time
okay.
your helmet, you can't use it because what happens is inside. Because a lot of people think this helmet plan, this shell is going to protect them. No, this shell is not protect. Inside you have a foam.
Okay.
EPS or EP, we call them. That will trigger. After that, the trigger, the helmet is worthless. So buy a new helmet.
Wow.
That
I
will
didn't know
save your.
that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I said a lot of people no. Even they're riding motorcycle, they don't know. So those are now where you. So now I'm wearing a
Mhm.
jacket. It's a steel metal here. So safety measure is very
Right.
important. I have a two different helmets. Okay, you know what? A half helmet. Okay, the half helmet is like this,
Right.
but it is not 100% safe.
Of course. Yeah.
The safe is the full face helmet.
Right.
Full face helmet is basically you completely
Right.
full, and some people they put a cell phone
Really?
and they will. You have the system.
Okay.
Buy this kind of
Oh, that's so cool.
so these are like these are like you have a microphone
Right.
and everything. So there are a lot of things, and wear your glove. That's very important. When you the road rash and everything, it's not. If you wear proper gear, it will save a lot of things.
Absolutely.
You save life. Even these boots, like for example, we wear these
Right.
boots. These are like a steel. So a lot of people, when they motorcycle accident, they lose the leg and everything
Oh.
because they ride like 100 miles per hour, 125 miles per hour, like they lose, definitely
Wow.
lose the leg. So these boots and everything, uh, jacket will save a lot of things. Even if you're small fall, even if you go for like 50 miles per hour, you fall, you're going to save your hand, arm,
Right.
a lot of things. Wear according to that. Wear your full face helmet. Even hot now. Here summer is very hot. I'm sure Sri
Oh,
Lanka is
yeah.
hot, but still wears your
Right.
jacket. Accident happen, shorter rides. We think, you know what, a lot of people die also like, oh, you know what, I don't need because I'm just going from 2 blocks away. That block
Wow.
is the one dangerous. Even when you ride for like a 20, 30 miles, I mean, the 100 miles different, but most of the accident happen when you have a shorter
Right.
ride because they don't use
Right.
proper gear. So proper gear is very important, and respect the bike and think about your family. This kind of hobby, we choose this hobby. It's a kind of we pay the price for the death.
Yeah.
So basically, always remember we don't have any guards. This is not a car. And again, don't fight with the car when you ride motorcycle because you're not going to win.
Right.
There's no way to win with the car. So just let them go. There are a lot of bad people on the town. When you ride, they try to overtake you purposely. Some people, they don't like bikers, and just avoid and be patient and respect your bike. Think about your family, kids, wife, girlfriend, or anyone home. They're waiting for you. Yeah, that's right. So listen, guys, I need your support. When I ride for 3 to 4 months, I will be alone. So I need people like you to give me cheer up. That's what I'm expecting from everyone. I'll be alone. I'll be the night, maybe in the countryside or the desert. I don't know. I'm going to face a lot of difficult, and I need your support. Go to my YouTube channel, that is Salah the Rider, and I have the TikTok also, same thing, Salah the Rider, and maybe Sister Zainab will post the link,
Yeah,
maybe,
sure.
and I have a Facebook page also. Give your support. Then this is going to be a proud moment for Sri Lankan Muslim. As a Muslim rider, because as a Muslim, we don't want to be behind everywhere. We want to show, listen, my name is Muhammad. I'm not a terrorist. I am just like everyone, and we are human like everyone. And this is my passion. I'm riding. So believe me, that works a lot because I'm a member of Harley Hawk. I'm a national and the local. I'm in the local chapter also. When I went there, like sometimes when I talk to them, oh, where you from? And we just had a conversation. Then you're
Yeah.
Muslim. Yeah, so he knows. Okay, he's a Muslim. When we go restaurant, first they offer me food. I say I don't need because I eat only halal. I order fish. Oh, they offer me drink. I say I'm sorry. I'm a Muslim. I don't drink. Then first in the beginning they look at you. Then later on, they tell the waiter, oh no, don't. He's
Right.
Muslim. You don't drink. What a proud moment. Then believe me or not, now whenever I go, they don't eat pork because I'm there.
Wow.
So they respect. Sometimes people, oh, the bikers are, they are bad people. No, there are a lot of good guys. There are a lot of business people. Even judge. There's one of the judge he was riding with us. One of the many
Wow.
lawyers, many doctors
Right.
who, they go for this is their
Right.
hobby. So the people respect and it's a value. And the main thing I'm riding also, not only my passion, I want to bring Islamophobia awareness also. Like I'm going to in my YouTube channel, I'm going to show them like of course when the time comes, I'm going to pray. I would go to masjid, I'll
Right.
pray, and I eat only halal. I don't eat
That's
any restaurant.
awesome.
Even if I go to any
Right.
eat only. I want to show our values, and the same way everyone should show that also. They don't say your name is Mo.
Right.
Please, your name is Muhammad. Proudly,
Right.
you're Muhammad. My name is Muhammad. Until now, I say my name is Muhammad. I don't want to hide myself because then only they will learn about your culture.
Absolutely.
Honestly, they'll learn so many things
Absolutely.
from
It's so
me.
important
Now
to
I'm giving,
let
while I
people
write,
know.
I'll give dawah for them.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's good to be proud of who you are,
I'm giving dawah.
proud of how you
That's
are,
right.
proud of your religion, proud of the values you stand for, and let others know that this is me. I'm just like you. And it's important to know that.
You have to respect everybody, and you have to respect everyone.
Of
And
course.
the same way, you have to keep your religion. That's it. Because he's my friend, or you know what, I will drink with
No.
him. No, no. I go. Trust me, I will go everywhere with my guys. If I don't want to drink, I don't drink. That's it.
Yeah.
This is my religion.
Thank you, Suraj. It was very interesting, very informative, and I learned so much things that I never knew before. You really educated me on that, and I'm sure everyone watching will take your advice to heart and know that it's not all about just looking cool and hey, I'm riding a bike and I can go at this speed. Your life is at stake, right?
And thank you so much for inviting me. And
Absolutely.
this
You're
is
welcome.
my
Thank you
pleasure.
so much, Suraj.
Thank you
We
so
wish you all the best on this journey you're about to take part in next year, and good luck on that. And it's thank you so much for all the advice and all the little tips that you've given us. I'm sure so many watching this will really benefit from all that. And I want to thank you guys for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed this very thrilling, exciting, and educational episode with Siraj. If you have any questions for Siraj or me, please drop them in the comments. You can follow him on all his socials. So thank you again, Siraj. And also, you guys, please do subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at The Passionate Palate. And stay tuned for my next episode. I'm going to bring you more exciting and delicious conversations. And always remember, don't count the calories, count the delicious memories.